I was always interested that I will do something which will directly benefit to the patient. Actually, I wanted to be a scientist. There are patients who do not have any option and they're just waiting. It's like reducing the cost 90. So first to clarify that I'm not like that doctor who treats the patient,
Yeah.
I'm a PhD doctor.
Correct, correct, correct.
Correct. So maybe that's why PhD doctors do not get that much credit like the real doctor who see in the clinic.
Yeah.
And also, it's recently we developed that. So it's been like 7 8 years only.
Hmm.
So maybe that's why. And now we are like curing the patients. So now it's coming up. So like last week, Nature covered me.
Hmm.
Uh,
A little bit of background about myself. I am a copywriter and by profession, and I'm a creator. I mean, I'm a budding creator, so okay, that's kind of a passion only right now. But I mean, I was just going through your profile. I saw you were also in engagement with IRI for some time. And actually, my mother is also
yeah.
working there, so I'm like, okay, I have something in common with her also.
Yeah, so when I did my masters, after masters I did 6 months industrial training in Ranbaxy, like Daiichi Sankyo. So it is like they were working together, Daiichi Sankyo Pharma Private Limited. And so when I finished that, and then I joined as a RA position for 1 year in IARI.
Okay.
So at that time I was working on plants.
Yeah. So how come plants and then humans? How is that transition?
Yes. So actually, uh, my interest was only on the animal. That's why I went for the industrial training in the pharma company. But after that, when I finished that 6 months training, that then I was searching for PhD.
Okay.
But so I had to stay in Delhi for that because I was reading and then studying. So then I thought, okay, let us give interview somewhere, and then if got selected, and then I will get a chance to stay in Delhi. So then I gave interview and they selected me. Then I thought, okay, it's planned, but I will learn the techniques, like
Mhm.
how it. So we can apply same technique to the animal also, like scientific techniques. So in that way, and then I learned everything. And then after that, while I was doing the as a RA, and then I gave interview to IIT Bombay, and then I got selected there as a PhD student. So then I shifted there. So it was a transition.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So how did
Yeah.
you move into this CAR T therapy? Was there some? I read in an article that I was also thinking of mentioning in the video that never came up, but the thing was, I think you mentioned that you had. I mean, you were always interested in a CAR T therapy, which was developing abroad, and you wanted to be a student. Is that?
No, 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 no. Actually, so in 2015, when I got selected as a PhD student in Bioscience and Bioengineering Department of IIT Bombay, so then there were multiple projects from each lab. Then I saw this project, and it was under Professor Rahul Purwar. So because it is directly like the translational project, so it
Mhm.
can directly translate to the patients. So
Hmm.
then I got interested, and then I like selected that project, and I went back to the like I joined Rahul Purwar's lab, and then I started that journey. And like before that, I was always interested that I will do something which will directly benefit to the patient. And
Hmm.
like fortunately I got that project,
Hmm.
that okay, now I got a chance to do something for the patient. So that was the actually thing. So working with Rahul Purwar, and then so we worked there for 6 years.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, 6 years, and then I finished my PhD in 2021, and then after that I came here.
Okay.
So, yeah, so because here they are already like you can say 10 years, 10, 15 years ahead from us. They were already running clinical trial, and they were like in 2017 it got approved. At
Hmm.
that time I was doing my PhD, like I was in second year,
Acha, okay.
like I was in third year of my PhD. So then when I saw that it got approved for the in United States from FDA, then okay. That means it is really working, and we have to work hard and really fast to bring it to India.
Hmm.
So then me and my supervisor and other colleague also, like we had an entire team, and I was leading that team. So we worked together and then brought this to the for the Indian patients.
Okay. So how was the execution like? Like you came down to India, or you just passed on the, the, what is that called? What is the, I mean, you passed on the knowledge of it. Like how did it go?
Like for the US, you are asking?
No, no. Suppose when we are executing it, like the first patient who got treated also recently, how was the execution phase? Like now you have the whole setup in your place, and you have the whole therapy that okay, now this can be used on a patient. So how was the process like of executing it on the patients?
Yeah, so it was, I can say, it was very exhaustive as well as very exciting, because we knew that ultimately it is going to benefit the patient. So if I say, like, initially, when so it's a car like chimeric antigen receptor, which you can design.
Okay.
And so we designed that car construct, and then first when you design it, then you have to test it in the laboratory, and after testing in the laboratory, you have to test in the mouse model, and then from mouse model you have to test in the patients, right?
Huh.
Like the clinical trial, phase 1 clinical trial or pilot clinical trial. So you have like multiple steps to go further. So first step was to design the car and test in the laboratory whether it is working and in a smaller scale in a culture dish or not, because it's a CAR T cell which will kill the tumor cell. So in laboratory, when we tested that, okay, it can kill the tumor cell, so we were so happy that okay, our design is working. And then when we tested that, and then next step was to move into the check test into the mice, and then we gave tumor to the mouse, and then we treated that tumor into the mouse. Then that was also successful. But it's the entire, I'm telling you, like 6 years journey in a short phase. So after that, when we had that, so parallelly we were doing, like when we were moving to the patient, moving to the mice, parallelly we were doing everything for the clinical grade manufacturing,
Hmm.
because the manufacturing process is a like multiple small steps. So you have to manufacture a gene delivery vehicle, you can call, like virus vector. So you have to manufacture the vector first, and then that vector you use for the making the CAR T cell. So you have to optimize the virus production method also, and optimize the CAR T cell manufacturing process. And once you have both set up, and then you have to do the quality control assay. Like you
Hmm.
have to test all whether it is passing all the quality control criteria or not. So when it passes, and then it can go to the patient. So you have to, whatever I did in the laboratory, I again did it for the clinical grade.
Oh.
Because when everything that was research grade, whatever like I was doing initially, testing in the laboratory and in the mouse, so everything was research grade. Then I have to do everything from the scratch to the clinical grade. So that clinical grade, I optimizing everything in a closed system.
Hmm.
Like earlier I was doing in the dish, and then I moved to the culture bag, like closed culture bags, which is close. So yeah, so I was manufacturing in the culture bags. So everything I have to optimize again as per the and you have to change all the reagents and whatever chemical and everything reagents you are using, you have to change as clinical grade. So we changed that thing, and then we moved to the like optimize everything again for the clinical grade. And then we set up all the quality control assay for the virus, lentivirus, and as for the what you call the CAR T cell also. And then finally you have to package it,
Hmm.
and then you have to freeze it, and finally patient comes, and then you can give it to the patient. So till the like freezing thing, from the manufacturing till the freezing, passing all the quality control, this was done entire in my like PhD duration. So we finished that in 6 years.
Wow. So, just for my
Yeah.
understanding as a non-science graduate, I want to know, suppose, how is this therapy changed the the usual cancer management therapy that you do? Like you said that this can kill the tumor cells. What used to be done before? Like how is it different? I would.
Yeah. So before that, it was the radiation therapy and the chemotherapy, as well as the what you call antibody therapy. Like you can give the antibody against the tumor cells. So this is actually, yeah. So this is actually the cell therapy. So
Achha.
like what cell therapy, like T cells also, or like the immune T cells.
Hmm.
So these T cells already have the property to kill the tumor cells, like how our body works. Like if there is any foreign particles or any foreign thing happening, and then our immune system gets like
Autoimmunity.
so all the T cells have that property to kill the tumor cells. So what we do, so we take out the patients, like who is sick patient T cells, like take out the blood and then isolate the T cells, and then modify that T cells in that way that it can kill the tumor cells. So what we do, we engineer those T cells and make that CAR T cell on its surface on T cells. So that means making that T cell is specific to the cancer cell. So that and a receptor, the CAR receptor, which have specificity to the bind to the tumor cells. So we are engineering that T cells against the tumor cell. So
So
yeah. So it's like you have T cells. It has a receptor.
hmm.
It has a receptor, and there is an antigen on the T cells, on the tumor cell. So here is the antigen, here is the receptor. It can go and bind to the tumor cell, and it can kill.
Kill it. Acha.
Yeah.
In chemotherapy, what happens? The radiations come in and they kill the tumor cell.
No, so in chemotherapy there are drugs. So
Yeah.
when you inject, and it can kill the other cells also. Not, it is not specific. So it's
Okay.
like killing the most of the cells. No, it is not specific. So you can kill even the cells also, like tissues
That is why
also.
chemotherapy also has side effects.
Yes, so it will have side effect. Yeah, yeah.
And does CAR T has side effects?
Not like the chemotherapy. It has side effect. You can say it's, so there are actually toxicity.
Okay.
So when T cells bind to the tumor cell, so it releases lot of multiple chemicals
Hmm.
to kill the other tumor cells also, and even this tumor cell. So what happens when we give like dose of the CAR T cell to the patient, so it can go and it binds to the all the tumor cells, and then it releases the chemicals which we call cytokines in science, cytokines. So these cytokines, will be a surge of cytokines, like
Okay.
lot of secretion of the cytokines, because all the CAR T cells are going and binding to the tumor cells. So there will be a surge of cytokines or chemicals. So that surge of cytokines, we call it cytokine release syndrome. So that is the side effect. But sometime this cytokine release syndrome is necessary, because it shows that your CAR T cells are working in the patient, because there is a lot of cytokines. But at certain level, when it cross that level, then you have the CRS, like cytokine release syndrome. So that is also the one thing. And other thing, like like non-specific toxicity. For example, you are directing antigen which is present on the tumor cell, and it is binding to the, like CAR T cell is binding to the tumor cell. But sometimes these CAR T cell can bind to the normal tissue also, so
Okay.
it can kill normal tissue. So, but it is not that much great. So you have to select your CAR T target in such a way that it can only bind to the tumor cell, not the healthy tissues.
Oh,
So
okay.
selecting the target, like CAR target, is also very crucial. So
So you have
so
to
we selected
modify
CD9.
the T cells accordingly. Sorry, CAR
Yes.
cells accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Accordingly.
I read that when this therapy was used or was like initiating in USA, it had some problems with having humans that I mean exposed to that. What were those problems? I think I read
Uh,
you solved some problems that they were not it
oh yeah. I understood
suitable
what you're talking about.
for humans.
So if you see the CAR structure,
Hmm.
which is on the T cell, so one is the binding domain. First one, the extracellular domain, which bind to the antigen on the tumor cell, and other is the signaling domain.
Okay.
So, like, which when it binds to the tumor cell, and there will be a signal to the T cell that, okay, now you can kill the tumor cell. So that the outer region, outer, like the binding domain. So that is specific to the antigen. So that specificity, so that comes from an antibody. So because antibody, if you see the antibody structure, it has also the binding domain. So that we take from the antibody and we put on the T cells. So that specificity, if you take the mouse origin antibody and give it to the human, then there will be a immunogenicity against that CAR T cells.
Hmm.
So but when you change that murine binding domain to the humanized one,
Hmm.
like it will have all the sequences of human origin, and then you make their CAR T cells. Then if you give that to the patients, there will not be any immunogenicity or toxicity.
Hmm.
So we change that murine to the humanized,
Okay.
so that it will not cause the immunogenicity. Also, when you change the we modified that structure, car structure, in such a way that it can release even less number of, not number, like less amount of cytokines. Because as I said, like the cytokine release syndrome, CRS we call it. So there will be, if there will be a lot of cytokines, there will be a CRS. So how to manage the CRS? So when patient gets CRS, the patient sometimes get hospitalized to the ICU.
Hmm.
So what we did, so we changed murine to the humanized. Also, we modified in such a way that it releases less amount of cytokines,
Hmm.
so the patient will not get hospitalized and will not get that much CRS.
Got it.
So to reduce the cost, so because if patient get hospitalized and like hospitalized and admitted to the ICU, then there will be a lot of cost, like hospital charges, and you have to give the antibody to control that CRS. To reduce the cost, we made in such a way that it can reduce the CRS.
Hmm.
So making the same efficacy, like killing the same amount of tumor cell, but having less amount of cytokine. So we made like balance between the toxicity and the efficacy, we call it,
Wow.
in
Okay.
such a way. So it will not cause that much toxicity, but it will have same efficacy.
So since you mentioned it does have some amount of toxicity, is there still room for improvements?
So yes, you can design multiple cars, and it depends on the, like what we have designed. You can modify different cars, you can design it, and then you can have certain level of but I think for us, whatever we had designed, it's optimal. You will not get that much CRS, and you will not have toxicity, and you will have same efficacy. But if we talk about other cars, you can modify in such a way that there should be a balance, but it depends on the target, like which tumor target you are targeting. It's like that.
Wow. So I've worked
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Yeah, it's like almost a decade now.
So did you ever feel like lonely in all this because you don't get instant results and all this, right? Like we work, we get
Yeah.
client reviews, we are happy, and then you're working, you are not getting any results, and you're like, okay, one day I'll probably make this. So how does that work for you?
Yeah. So initially, when I started that, so it was like 1, 2, and 3 years of failure, I will say.
Oh,
three
that.
years of failures. So so in my, like in a PhD thing, we have to present every year the annual report, annual progress report.
Yeah.
So when I go for that, and then I show negative result, okay, I can't make CAR T cell, okay, T cells are not growing, and this is not working. So in 3 years, like I showed every time negative results.
Hmm.
And then Professor Rahul Purwar, my boss, he was not happy, because every time I was making progress, but very slowly, because these things require skills.
Hmm.
So I was making progress, but in what you call, very slowly, and with multiple failures. Like if you have like one success but 10 failure, 9 failure out of 10, if you get 9 failure, and you will get only one. So I was getting like 3 years.
Okay.
And then, and I would mention that one day it was a new year, It was a New Year and 31st Eve, like New Year Eve, 31st December, and we were cleaning everything of the lab because we were not getting the like as per our hypothesis result. So we were cleaning everything, changing everything. Okay, let us change this, let us change this, and then maybe in the new year we will get a good result.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that was actually it went well, and then we got new result in new year. Actually, it worked well.
That was your New Year party.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I mean, how many years have you, I mean, spent before this doing things that you are not doing right now? Like, I don't think you were always working on this. So, how did you? I mean, I just wanted to know the journey of yours before all this started in your life.
Before that, as I mentioned, so this was actually where I started, like in 2015. Before that, I was in IRA, as you said, like I was there. So before that, it was like I do not have any experience in the T cell. So
Okay.
that was the like working on the immune cells, how to grow these T cells. I did not had any experience.
So, what did you want to become, like as a kid or as a teenager who has aspirations? How were you like when you were growing up?
Actually, I wanted to be a scientist.
Oh, you wanted to
Really,
be a scientist.
I wanted to be a scientist, and fortunately I came into this field. Earlier I was like, as you know, in the if you are in a family and then everybody will wants to become a doctor or engineer. So even I also was trying to become a doctor, uh, clinician, I can say. But uh, I did not get that. Then I moved to the this scientist field, I can say, like the research field. And then when I like worked in this, and then I thought, okay, I wanted to do this, but somehow I got like deviated in that area,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, yeah. So then, actually, then I was. So that's why I'm satisfied and happy that I whatever I wanted to do from the beginning, I got that.
So, I mean, medicine was your passion always.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you said you were working somewhere around botany when you were an IRI. So, you were just exploring botany. Is that?
Uh, so you, so I was exploring at that time. I was actually learning the techniques.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I was working on the plant,
Yeah.
but I knew that I can apply these techniques to the animals also.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, I because it's the cloning, like modifying the gene, like cloning. If you know, like modifying
Yeah, yeah.
the gene and cutting
Correct,
and then
correct.
cloning.
Correct.
So those things I was learning there, and then I knew that when this is the plant only, and you can apply the same technique to the animal. So that was but when I was doing that, I was not feeling that much motivated at the time because I always wanted to work on the animals and the immunology field.
I mean, as someone who is designing a sort of gene to be put into a human, is that intimidating?
Yes, very much.
So, when was the first time you actually designed a gene and put into a human?
So actually, put into the human, like it was I think 4th of June 2021 when the first patient got injected.
Oh,
So you can imagine like designing the car in 2015,
oh wow.
like within
Oh, wow.
6 years.
Yes.
Within 6 years, and you can inject that into the patient. Whatever you are working in the laboratory, and it can go to the cancer patients. It's really it's a what do you call- like dream thing. So it's very much what do you call emotional thing, I can say. Like
Yeah.
okay, yeah. And then okay, so it was working in the dish, it was working in the mouse, and now it is working in the patient.
How are the
So it is,
results like of the first patient?
it got cured, actually it got cured. But the first you have to optimize a lot, right? Like how much is the dosing, how much tumor burden to the like patient have. So clinician have to work like, so we saw that it was not, I can say it was, the patient was not cured,
Oh.
but we saw that the CAR T cell are functional,
Hmm.
because the tumor burden got reduced. So we saw that whatever we have seen in the mouse, that it is killing the tumor cells, here also in the patients also it is killing the tumor cells.
Hmm.
So we were sure that okay, now we can say that CAR T cells are working. Our whatever we have, it's working. It is killing the tumor cells. We have to just work like based on dosing, as well as the how much tumor burden patient should have at the time of injection. Because if you have a lot of tumor burden to the patient and then you give CAR T cells, then it is not going to work, right?
Hmm.
Because you're giving a certain dose. So that is the thing. So we saw that okay, it is working, because sometimes if you have a drug in the laboratory, you are testing in the mouse, but when you move to the patient, it doesn't work, because mouse and human both are different, so if it doesn't work. But there, when we saw that it is working, and then we were so happy. Okay, it is working.
Wow. Okay. So, have you ever read *Sapiens*? It's a book by Yuval Noah Harari.
No,
Actually,
no.
in that book, I'll give you a little bit of background. In that book, they talk about how they talk about like the author talks about in line with history and biology, like how over the period of time how humans have evolved and what role biology has to play. So, I mean, they say that they want to, like, the next goal of humanity and researchers is to overcome death. And then
Oh. Okay.
like the author writes about that, and what researchers are, I mean, working on is to overcome death, because death can, is death is just the breaking down of your internal system, and if you can overcome that, so you can probably make the human immortal, or if not, probably you can make them live, or the average life can be stretched to at least 150. So,
Hmm.
and I was reading about cancer, and then he mentions, I don't know, I read that book in 2021. So he mentions that okay, there is people, if there is a cure to cancer, I mean, some of the most deadly diseases are cancer. One of the most is cancer. So if mankind can, find a cure to that, then you are one step closer to, a longer
Over.
life
Hmm.
expectancy. So do you think you
Hmm.
have contributed a very significant step towards that?
Yes, I can say that yes, definitely, because the patient who are getting treated, so they do not have any life expectancy. They are so because they have been gone through multiple rounds of treatment, and when everything fails, then only you can give this therapy, because it got approved only for the multiple rounds of failure of other therapies.
So this is not a replacement to chemotherapy.
No, it's not a replacement.
Okay, so how is
Like if patients got multiple times of treatment and it got failed, and then at the after that, it is when all the therapies are failed, then you can give CAR T cells. It's like
okay.
that.
So
So
suppose,
it in the US it got approved only at like after multiple lines of failure.
I see. And how about in India?
In India also it's the same, but it's up to the patient choice, because uh, sometimes patients fail chemotherapy and radiation therapy, but because in India patients do not get immunotherapy like the what you call antibody therapy. So they directly, when there is a failure, and then they qualify and then go to the uh, for the CAR T cell therapy. But in US, patient will get the chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and then like antibody therapy, and then when it got failed, and then they will go for the CAR T cells. So it's approved. So when patient do not have any option, then like clinician or doctor said, okay, we do not have any option for you. You can go to your home and just wait for the death. It's like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
they are on palliative care, we call it palliative care. So they do not have any option.
Hmm.
So then they say like, okay, if I don't have any option, why don't I try this CAR T cell therapy? Maybe it can work. So in India, like in US, so there were patients who do not have any option. Then they came into this trial CAR T. Earlier, people were not believing on this therapy.
Hmm.
So when there were no treatment option, then they came into this, and when they saw that it's a good response, they seen, and then they moved to the card, and then FDA approved it. So it is approved after multiple lines of failure. So as you like asked, there are patients who do not have any option,
Hmm.
and they're just waiting. So here is the option that, okay, or if like patient have only maybe a week or a month or few months of life expectancy, so if you increase that thing, even for like from days, if you can increase for months, or from months to year, you are contributing a lot, right? Even like they want to be alive, right? So at least whatever you have read in that book, we are at least
Tipping
approaching
closer
to
to that. So,
closer to that.
I mean, suppose you say that, when we inject something like CAR-T into a person, I mean, technically antibodies are created against the tumor cells and they're killing them. So, is that even in the future, tumor cells won't occur in the body, or it is only for a time being?
uh, no, it's not like tumor cells will not occur, but it depends on the, because it's only one dose.
Correct.
Actually, CAR T cells, it's only one dose, because they can stay in the body for the longer period of time. So tumor cell might not come, but sometimes it comes. So if you read the papers, sometimes tumor come back because they have the mechanism to escape.
Hmm.
So for example, if you are targeting tumor cell based on a receptor, but sometimes what tumor cells does, they do not express that receptor or antigen.
Oh.
It expresses different. So it's a antigen escape we call.
Hmm.
So it do not have that receptor which we are targeting. So sometimes this antigen escape happens, and then you will see a lot of tumor cells are growing, and then your CAR T cells are not able to kill. So that is the, or sometimes your CAR T cells are dysfunctional.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that
So
case, what do you do?
so in that case, there are like what people are doing, they are making dual CAR or bispecific CAR. So like if you are making one receptor on the T cells, make multiple receptor, like two receptor, targeting two antigen. So if one fails, if tumor is becoming smart, you also become smart. Like if it is like taking out one receptor and just expressing another receptor, you make CAR T cell with two receptor. If it finds one or any of the one, it can kill the tumor cells. So
Wow.
so yeah, so it's like that. So or make your CAR T cells in such a way that it will not become dysfunctional. So these are the area of improvement you can make your CAR T cells even like better,
Hmm.
which we can like in design. It is you can change the design so that it will like can target multiple antigens, and also it should not become a dysfunctional become dysfunctional when it goes into the patient. So there are multiple things you can do
So
with
does
it.
this
So that is the actually, huh?
please go on, sorry.
So that is the like people are doing here,
Wow.
like they are trying to make a robust CAR T cells,
Oh.
so that it can persist longer, it can target multiple antigens in a different ways, like.
Hmm. So do you so right now do you I will are you designing it for, I mean, generically, in a generic manner, and giving it to patients who are in need, or do you right now study different patients and then customize the design accordingly?
No, so actually, so it's a autologous therapy, like taking the T cell from the patient, manufacture it, and then again give it to the same patient.
Oh, acha. Okay, 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 okay.
It's like taking from the patient, and again it's autologous we call it.
Hmm.
So it's patient specific,
Hmm.
but the R design you have the same.
Oh, okay.
Design of the R you have same,
Yeah,
but you just modify like same patient T cells and then give it to the patient. It's like that.
got it. Understood. So, like, I read that you have like a certain number. I mean, as far as I read, that you have a certain number of patients in mind to, I mean, help get this therapy. So, is it really? Do you have something in mind to, I mean, target I mean, certain number of patients in the coming year?
Yeah, so because currently we have, as I mentioned, like it's a patient specific process, right? You have to, so some like when patient come to the clinic and then you take out the blood, and this manufacturing process take at least 1 or 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, you can say.
Okay.
Okay, so then patient has to wait for 2 weeks to get that therapy. It's not like patient comes and you have a vial and you can give it to the patient.
Hmm.
Okay, so they have to wait at least 2 weeks. First, you have to condition the patient, and then here in the laboratory there will be a manufacturing, and in the clinic there will be a conditioning of the patient, that reducing the tumor burden, so that you can when you give, and then patient will get give the response. So it takes 2 weeks.
Hmm.
So if like it takes 2 weeks, so if you are making for one patient, if you have a facility for making five patients, so at the time, because if the like one facility will be booked for 2 weeks for one patient.
Hmm.
Okay, so other patient also has to wait. So why right now, so right now whatever we have the facility for manufacturing the CAR T cell is limited. So what we are trying, we are making like bigger facility,
Hmm.
so that we can make multiple patients at a time. So that is like, that's how we calculated, okay, if we have this much bigger facility and we can in a year we can treat this much patient. I think it's a 1200 per year we can treat the patient. So based on the facility what we are making now, bigger facility, so it's like that.
Oh, so if it's that I mean, if it needs the patient to wait for 2 weeks, or if you need the patient for that, and you then design the whole therapy for them, so how will you? I mean, in the coming time, do you wish to like make this more scalable in some way? Will it be possible?
Yes. Yes, so I can tell you personally, like here, what in NIH where I am, what I am doing, I am making a allogenic CAR T cells. So that I said autologous, like taking the same patient, modifying it, again giving it. So what here I am trying, allogenic means taking T cells from a healthy donor, make a bank,
Oh,
freeze into the healthy donor T cells,
uh,
freeze into the what you call freezer,
hmm.
and when patient comes, take the vial and give it to the patient. So you are cutting off that duration. So
So
it's
won't it affect the efficacy, because you said it's for the specific T cell the patient has?
yeah. So it will not affect the efficacy, but it can cause the what you call GVHD. We call actually is the toxicity or a response against the different. Like if you're taking one host T cells and giving to the other, there will be a response against those T cells from the host, like from the patient. Patient will give response against the T cells also.
Okay.
Okay, so because there will be a rejection from the patient.
Hmm.
So, but you have to modify your CAR T cell in such a way that patient should not get reject and should not give a response. So we are working on that to make it allogenic, so that patient should not wait for 7 days or 2 weeks to get this therapy. So you make a CAR T cell in the laboratory, bank it, and then whenever patient come, just take a vial and then give it. It's like a tablet kind of thing, or a what you call saline. So make that and then give it to the patient. So in that area I'm working, so that making it more cost effective, and it can making it more accessible, I can say.
So what is the amount of cost you have cut down by far?
So 90% we have reduced it.
Wow.
So if you say like the current cost here in US, it's 4 to 5 CR per vial for a patient. 4 to 5 CR, but in India we are selling it 50 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 40 lakhs. So 40 to 50 lakhs. So it's like reducing the cost 90% almost.
And where do you want to take it next?
Maybe 10,000 or something.
That's a big target.
But yeah, but I think it will take time.
Hmm.
But I think when you have allogenic, and then it will reduce the cost, because uh, you don't have to from one healthy donor you can make for 10 patients or 100 patients. So that will reduce the cost. So it's like,
Oh, okay. So even today, like in India, whom do you think? I mean, like the patients who are struggling, how do you like wish to? I mean, is there any? Resistance shown from patients to take up this therapy? Whatever patients you have dealt with by far.
yeah, there are patients who are like not willing to take the risk. Also, there are some patients who do not know like what is this. But there are some patients who are aware, and they, because they do not have any option, they want to take it, whatever comes. So yeah, but there is also a huge response for this therapy right now, because we have seen the response. So patients are also interested in getting this.
Oh, and who all has the access to this? Like you have the patent, and you and your team are only the ones who are executing this, or you have licenses. Yeah, I mean, you are giving away licenses also. How is that?
No, so currently we have our like we are manufacturing is as Immunoact. So
Yeah,
we have this company. So this company is manufacturing.
correct.
So yeah, so nobody has licensed it yet. So we have the license.
So only you are the ones who will be, I mean, who are carrying this whole thing out. And how do
Yeah.
you? Where do you have centers in India, and how do you manage? Uh,
So currently we have only one center in Mumbai.
okay.
Yeah, so in future we are planning to have it in like multiple or like east, west, north and south.
Wow.
So like one in Delhi, another one is in Hyderabad. It's like another is in Gujarat and West Bengal. So it's like having like all the direction all over the India, and then so that the patient who, because right now if we are manufacturing it in Mumbai, so if the patient is in Delhi, so we have to take the blood sample from Delhi and then ship it to the Mumbai. And then because we have only one center, so we have to modify it. It takes, and then so it raises the logistic cost.
Hmm.
So to reduce those costs, we are working on to have it like reasonable, what you call regional location. So we can have like nearby patient, a nearby location to the patient or clinic. So that will reduce the cost as well as the accessibility also.
Wow. Where in India are you from, by the way?
From Banaras, I can say.
Wow. My mother has stayed in Banaras for 12 years. That's
Yeah.
that's nice. And how proud are your parents or your natives?
Actually, they are. So I would say like nearby town, our district. I can say Mirzapur. You might have heard about
Yeah.
Mirzapur a
Quite,
lot.
quite, quite famous.
Yes. So I am from Mirzapur.
So Mirzapur
So
is in news for something good now.
yes, that's why if you have read the article from Mint, I mentioned there that you can say that I'm from Mirzapur, because it's not like whatever you have seen in the series. It's not like that. So they have a like they have spread a wrong impression of the
I
Mirzapur.
had my bio teacher from Mirzapur also. And back in school, we used to make a lot of fun of us. But now I have
Yeah.
no reason to.
Yeah. So I'm from Mirzapur, and yeah. So my parents are actually they are proud that I have that much contribution to the society.
So, what is Mirzapur about? Tell me something about it.
Mirzapur is actually famous for its beauty, which nobody mentioned. If you go there, and you will find that it has like multiple falls, rivers, and greenery, mountains. Because if you know the if you might have heard about the Vindhyachal,
Correct.
the mountain range. So it is in actually Vindhyachal and Mirzapur are the same. So you will see all the mountains, river, fall in Mirzapur. So it's famous for its beauty, for Gangaji. There is a Gangaji river also, and also a lot of temple because it's nearby Varanasi. So it is famous for that. My baby is calling. He's so happy. He just got it. Sorry.
That's cute. Am I stealing his time away?
Yeah, because it's the weekend.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah.
So I mean, just lastly, I won't take much of your time. I just want to know. I mean, what do you want to do next, and what inspires you to? I mean, keep going. And I think you look quite young, so it's like a good achievement for you in the beginning. So, how do you plan to take your career ahead?
So I can say that doing good science and in such a way that it can even benefit the patient more and more. Whatever patients are getting benefits, so they can get benefited from my research, whatever I will do. That is the aim.
That's
It's not like doing the basic research and patient will not get benefits. So whatever I will do, I wanted to take it to the patient. So that is my aim.
I mean, yeah, and along this way, like, who has been your mentor or who has been your inspiration or your guru per se?
I would say for this, Professor Rahul Purwar actually.
Okay.
He actually, whatever I am doing, I did. It was his vision actually. He had that vision that uh, I'm just echoing his vision because he had that vision that I will do this, I will develop it in India, and then patient will get benefit. So I was a hand behind him, but he had that vision. So I would say he is the person to whom I am following. He's the one I can say.
And what is ImmunoAct? Like, what are your goals with that? Like, you're building that, so like you are like, who are all the founders? Like, who are the leading minds, and what do you plan to do with that?
With ImmunoAct, making ImmunoAct bigger and bigger and bigger to like make these CAR T cell accessible to more patients. So that is the actually goal, and making it like all over the India as well as other countries also who are not getting benefited from this therapy, like the other lower and middle income countries who do not have access to this. Because in Western countries it is very costly, so who do not have any access, so our aim is to make it accessible to those patients.
Oh, so not just India, but also Southeast Asia and all of those, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, and you want to like specialize in CAR T and such therapies, or you just want to specialize in CAR T? Like, what do you want to do with it, like in the coming?
I think currently, because we have seen like the CAR T has a great response, so I think we will focus on CAR T. But in future, we can see other therapies we can modify, or we can see it's a R&D facility who has that like team who is working on that. So currently, we have this CD19 CAR, but in the laboratory we have other CARs which will come in future. You will see.
I must say, quite motivated. And and because I'm going to, I mean, post bits of it online, I just want to know if there's particularly something you would like for people to know about things that you guys have been working on, or is there something you would like to talk about that you really want to share to the people in general, like commoner who doesn't understand everything about what you do but can benefit from what you do.
Yeah, so I can say that we have a drug or medicine or drug, I can say drug, which can cure their cancer. So, and it's not like they do not have any option. They do have option, and they can get benefited from that. But currently I know that in India even it is costly because we have a lot of like it goes lot of manufacturing steps, right? So whatever cost we have is because of whatever we have been used in this thing. So we know that it is costly, but in future we will make it cost efficient and like less expensive so that they can benefit. But at least I can say that we have something which can cure the cancer, which can cure the patient. So they should be aware of that, that we have something. It's not like that we do not have.
So you're a true blessing to humanity.
Yeah,
That's
I can
great.
say.
Huh, I
But
think I got to know a lot about you. Thank you so much for your time
it
and waking up in the morning. And
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good. Like whenever I speak about those things, it everything reminds me, like whatever I did, like entire struggle and success, everything is like comes in my mind. Okay, okay, I have done this also. I have done this also. Because when you come forward, sometimes you forget your back then. But these are the things which remind us. Okay, I have been doing these things since long,
did
so
you have a
it's good.
did you have a dark phase while doing this?
Yeah, I have multiples, but yeah,
So you
I had.
braved through those.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you feel better now?
Very much better. Not better. I can say that very good. I feel now that okay, whatever was there, but now I came. What do you call? Came out from that.
Hmm. Cool.
Okay,
Thanks
good,
a lot. Have a
good.
good day. Have a
Thank
good
you so
weekend.
much, Gauri. Thank you. Nice
Thank you for
talking
your
you.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.